Hi everyone, welcome to a really quick video. I said I was going to post this earlier in the month or like last month, and I'm sorry I didn't get to it, but I'm just going to give you like a bonus video because I didn't have a space to actually put this video in. I want to share what I am swapping out books wise for my third grader for Blossom and Root. I know this is a very specific video for some of you, but I did want to share it anyway, and it doesn't really fit in a different category of a video. So the beauty of Blossom and Root curriculum, as you guys have heard me talk about lots of times before, is that it's very customizable. You can move things around, you can take things out, you can add things in, and it's really straightforward with how to just adjust the lesson plans for that. And that is something I absolutely love because we are all about that flexibility and that singing bird, apparently. Sorry, guys. Sam, do you mind? I'm trying to film a video. So my son is doing third grade Blossom and Root this year, and there are some books that I just know he's not going to super be attached to. He is an active, busy boy, but he's also calm and quite sensitive, and so he gets bored easily if he's like, or if stories are dry, or if they're too like kind of old world, old school tales. Like, he's just not into that. So this year I really put effort into trying to make his curriculum and his book list be customized to him. So this is definitely a list that's customized to a little boy. If you have kind of an adventurous little boy, this would be a great list for you. It would absolutely work for a girl, but there's definitely some books that are geared toward little boys. I'm just letting you know. Thank you, Sam. In the description box below, I will put any books that I am swapping. I'll put a link to those so you can check them out. Just an Amazon link. So I am keeping some of the books, but I'm just gonna talk to you guys about the books I am swapping out. The first book that we are switching out is Alice in Wonderland. It's a classic, it's great, but it is a classic, and it can be a little bit, maybe not for every kid. I just don't think my son is gonna love it. So I would rather replace that with maybe an adventure novel that he would really like. So we decided to replace that with a book called The Secret Lake. We actually just started this book today. This is what it looks like. It is really thin, so it's a really quick read. It's perfect for the first chunk, and it's geared towards, I think, kids like 7 to 11, or maybe 8 to 10. But the synopsis of this one is: a lost dog, a hidden time tunnel, and a secret lake take Stella and Tom to their home and the children living there 100 years in the past. Here they make both friends and enemies and uncover startling connections with the present. So I just wanted to give my son some more adventure to cling to. I feel like third grade is that point where you really develop a strong passion for reading. It's a really good age to really develop that passion, and just to develop a really great love of storytelling. So I feel like it's a really good opportunity to just give some really good adventurous books. So that is the first one. My son will not be interested at all in Shakespeare. So we are switching out the Shakespeare book that is recommended for the third grade novels, and we are replacing it with The Hobbit. The Hobbit was in the second grade, but we actually didn't get to that book, and I wanted to do it with my daughter anyway because she missed it. She didn't do Blossom and Root in grade 2. And I'm personally using the audiobook, and I have it placed in a spot in our year where I kind of need the help with the read aloud. So I'm going to play the audiobook because I'm expecting a baby this winter. And I just need a little bit more ease. So we're replacing both, and then we're all going to do The Hobbit together. So Shakespeare is being replaced with The Hobbit, and the audiobook version of The Hobbit is a really, really good narration if you have not heard it before. I'm sorry, I don't have my list in front of me about what the full title, but the one that's like Ronia, the Ronia one of like it's like Ronia and the Thieves or something like that. We're replacing that one. I went and looked up all of these books and like read through the synopsis and like read reviews to see try and get a feel for the book. I don't think my son would be like particularly in love with this one. So we are changing this one to a book called Summer of the Woods. And it's another like kind of gung-ho little boy adventure. And then this is where it's like really geared towards, you know, my 8-year-old son. Is we're switching Mighty Miss Balone. Not that I don't think he'll be interested in that one. I replaced anything that I think like I wouldn't be able to read without crying, being like postpartum or pregnant. Also like things like that. And then of course ones I just don't think would hold his attention that well. We switched this one with a book called Never Stop Dreaming, and it is a book geared toward little boys, and building courage and confidence in little boys through stories. And I thought that was really good. The reviews were really nice, and I really liked the look and the synopsis of this book, so I will share that down in the description below. But those are the books we are replacing. Again, it would be super easy to plug these in to, like, I think there's a little girl equivalent to the little boy one. I didn't look too deeply, but I think I saw something like that. But yeah, if you have a kid that might not be connected to some of the books in the reading list, feel free to swap them out. And with the lessons, we're just going to change it to, like, if there's a question specific to Alice in Wonderland, I will just change it to a question specific about the Secret Lake. And it's really quite easy when you think about it like that. It's not very intimidating to just plug in a different book or a different book title or ask a slightly different question, because you can tell what they're trying to get out of that question, what they're trying to get your kid to think about in the curriculum. So it's quite easy to transfer. And you don't have to obviously go with any of the ones I chose. This is just what I kind of chose customized for my son. So just remember, you're welcome to switch out any book you like. I just tried to make sure it was something engaging and in the age range for that grade and for my son's age and comprehension level. And of course, if you want to use my book swaps and you want to swap out different titles, that's okay too. There were a lot of titles that I thought my son would like and we are going to stick with from Blossom and Root, but there are just a couple that I was like, we could find a better fit for our family, and so that's what we did. So I hope you enjoyed this really quick video of just our swaps. Let me know if you guys do something similar. I know a lot of Blossom and Root families swap out books. I know a lot of families who just use curriculum swap out books like this. But thankfully Blossom and Root makes it really easy to do this. So if you are swapping out in the 3rd grade and you have chosen different ones, let me know what you chose, because I've always got a little list going of good books that we should read next. So yeah, I hope this was helpful for any of you very specific people using Blossom and Root in the 3rd grade. Yeah, hopefully that you find this well. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we will see you in my next video. Bye!